So I've been downwind paddling, and a lot of people are asking, so what is that? And how in the world do you reach those speeds that you're getting when you're out there paddling? So it's a windy day in the bay, and these standing waves are not standing, but these rolling waves are just moving across the bay with the wind, or wind driven. So they're a little confused, but so what I do is I paddle out towards the middle of the bay and then turn and go with the waves. And I get up to a speed where I'm not up with the waves, but I can quickly accelerate and try to get on one. So here I missed one, let it roll on past, and as soon as it's past, you're on another wave. So you can get up there. I think on this wave I got up 10, 11 miles an hour. In the bay, they're so disorganized that the waves quickly fall apart, and you have to slow down just a bit and wait for the next one to come up behind you. They're a little tricky to be able to get on that way, but so much fun once you finally get on one. And even in between waves, you're still doing 5, 6, 7 miles an hour, so you're really cruising. You've got the wind at your back, but it's not about the wind. It's about being able to get up on a wave and accelerate enough to match the speed of that wave and get on it. When I first did this the first few times, I was outrunning the waves. Once you get on it, you can pretty easily out sprint the wave, and then you're in a trough and you're not getting that acceleration, getting that speed. So what you're seeing here is a pretty decent little run that I'm getting, beginning to slow down a bit. But you just search, you find that wave that will pick you up and you can get on it. And you kind of watch the wave in front of you. Don't run up on the wave in front of you, just stay on the one you're on. And it's a lot of fun. It's a good workout. I don't end up totally out of breath and maxed out on my heart rate like I did at first, because I'm learning to be a little smarter with how I get on it. So you let that wave go past, jump on the next one. That one got me by surprise, fine. Let it go by and try to jump the next one. So it, didn't get up enough speed. I'm full of water. But even here at the back of the legs, I get up on one. It's like, all right, that carries me. Nose tries to bury just a little bit, but that's all right. And I'm able to kind of cruise around to the back of the Lexington. I'm tired. I'm breathing heavy, and I need a drink by this point because it's been a mile and a half or so. It's hot. It's the evening. So I slow down and get behind the Lex. I get on the lee side where you're protected from the wind, rest, drink a little bit. And then you get up towards the front of the Lex and you're going to have to power through. It's really windy right there. You just smash into that wind. And you got to get going because you've got to get out past the rocks on the right. And then you're going through the chip channel. So I shifted the camera to the front so you can kind of see it. And the wind this day sustained over 22 miles an hour. It's really howling. It doesn't really matter in a boat built for the wind and built for speed like this. And still, yeah, you're pushing hard, but you're still making ground. And it's not nearly as depressing pushing into heavy wind when you can see you're making headway. So fast forwarding a little bit to get across this channel. Once I get behind the breakwaters, those rocks, not only do they knock the chop down so that you can keep your speed much easier, but they give you a little bit of a break where at least the kayak is out of the wind. Your shoulders and head are up in the breeze still, and so it's still howling, but at least you get a bit of a break. And I won't say it's easy to paddle behind the breakwaters, but this is all the way down close to the launch. Just to give you an idea, let you see some of that stuff breaking over the rocks. It's angry on the other side. But I've done what I wanted to do. I'm doing kind of my cool down for a couple of miles to just kind of relax and to get a workout, but not as severe as what I was doing out in the open water. And I'm ready. I'm turning in to go back to my launch. I'm launching at the L head where A&M Corpus Christi has a launch, and they do some activities. You can see the fueling station there. That blue box is what A&M Corpus Christi puts their supplies in, so they launch and do school related activities there. So that's about it for one of my workouts. That was 6.5 miles that I did, and fun way to do it. You can hit 10, 11, 12 miles an hour out there in the bay on a windy day when no one else wants to go out. So that's great.